Hey guys, so today I just got off watching a Filipino show called Jessica Soho. Jessica Soho is a Filipino platform that is based on Filipinos and the Philippines. I just watched the flood that happened in the Philippines recently. So the flood happened in the Manila area and it left a lot of damage. So in the show, they were talking about how they can solve the flood in the Philippines. Or should they just accept that the Philippines is prone to flood? And they were saying that Filipinos should just accept that the floods in the Philippines are inevitable. They were saying that yes, the flood is inevitable, but at the same time, it's preventable. So as for my opinion about the floods in the Philippines, I think that floods or any disasters in the Philippines will never ever stop. In fact, it will only get worse. However, the Philippines or the Filipinos can prevent deaths because as you know, whenever there is a disasters in the Philippines, there's always death that will occur. And obviously, we cannot stop or control natural disasters, right? However, the Philippines can change tremendously if they have the right mindset. The problem with the Philippines, and please Filipinos, do not get mad or do not get offended. Because if you get offended and refuse to have an open-minded, the Philippines will never change. I believe that the reason why the Philippines is not improving is because of many reasons. Number one is religion. Number two is corruption. Number 3 is lack of education, and number 4 is close-minded people. Religion in the Philippines is preventing a lot of change in the Philippines. Religion is preventing divorce and religion is preventing sex education. If there is no divorce, many family will experience mental health. Why is that? Because a lot of Filipinos in the Philippines force themselves to stay together even though their relationship with their spouses are so unhealthy. And when you are forcing yourself to stay together because according to the religion, you must stay together till death do us part, what would happen is it will affect a lot of children. And that is when we start building our trauma that will lead to mental health. Another thing is if we're not allowing sex education, more and more family will not have control when it comes to making babies. Because me growing up in the Philippines, we Filipinos were conditioned to make a lot of babies. Because apparently, according to the Bible, we're supposed to multiply. So, the more population in the Philippines, the more disasters will occur. It doesn't matter how much budget you have to improve the Philippines, but if you don't have the system to control making babies, then you can never prevent any disasters because controlling it is very challenging. So that's religion. So now here comes the corruption. So obviously corruption is one of the biggest part why the Philippines is not improving. Whoever is controlling the Philippines, obviously they are so good of corrupting the Filipino minds. You see, mindset. You have to set the mind in order to control and corrupt it. It's called programming. And the number one ingredient of corrupting the Filipino's mind is through the food. A lot of Filipinos are consuming food that is corrupting their mind and brain. When your brain is corrupted, it is easy to control. And when it comes to lack of education, now I'm not talking about finishing a degree or finishing college or university. I'm talking about many Filipinos refuse to have an open mind. A lot of Filipinos were conditioned to just focus on reading the Bibles only. A lot of Filipinos use their phone to just dance, argue, gossip, and fight, rather than using their phone to educate themselves. Filipinos have a lot of potential to improve their lives, especially their mind. If they use their phone to improve their lives and their mindset, then yes, Philippines has a lot of chances to get better. And obviously, they don't want to do that. Now, I'm not saying all of them. I'm saying a lot of them. A lot of Filipinos would just rather to distract themselves rather than fixing themselves. And you cannot expect God to make changes in the Philippines if you yourself is refusing to make a change. Just because you pray and pray, it doesn't mean God will answer your prayers. In fact, a lot of Filipinos in the Philippines are worshiping the wrong God. And that's the reason why no matter how much you pray, God will never answer your prayers. That's all I can say, and that is my opinion.